Hey, YouTube family, Jack Squad, how everybody doing? I missed talking to y'all this week. Y'all ain't gonna believe I had a hell of a week this week. First of all, I told y'all my grandkids was here a couple weekends ago, right? Well, they came with a cold. Guess what? Grandma caught the cold, right? So, this week, because I take my vitamin C and all this stuff, the cold just festered up in me, right? Made my voice hoarse. Couldn't talk. Couldn't talk for about 3 days. Yeah, about 3 days, right? I didn't get really right till Friday. So, hey y'all, happy to be able to talk to y'all. I got some adventures going on this weekend, and I'm gonna try my best to show y'all what I'm doing, right? I'm going to Greenville, South Carolina. Now y'all know this big for me, right? Going to a comedy show, going to see Tim Bay, because I love Tim Bay. And I haven't seen Tim Bay. I haven't seen Jess Hilarious either. But the Instagram comedians I love, because they're doing big, good things, right? And nobody says you have to struggle to be all right, okay? So I'm going to see Tim Bay. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm going to see. Because, you know, I follow him on social media, right? So when he announced that he was coming, I wrote to him. I said, I would come, but I'm scared of the corona, right? I would come, would love to see you, but I'm scared of the corona. And he replied. Now, you know, most of them people don't reply back. They don't reply, right? He replied back and said, girl, if you don't put a mask and bring your ass on. I said, well, shit, I got to go. I got to go, right? So I got my ticket, got me a hotel, because it's like an hour away from me. And I'm going, right? Now, what I'm going to try to do, y'all, I ain't never did it before. I'm going to try to do some little videos, right? Like when I get there, when I get to Greenville, because I'm going to a restaurant. And coincidentally, I have a friend that lives in Greenville. He's from Cleveland. And he moved down maybe about 6 months to a year before I did, right? And so I had just asked him about a week or so ago, where are the good soul food restaurants? Because like I told y'all, I'm going to start going to, you know, taking little day trips and eating, coming on back home. Something to do, right? Because I'm still scared of the people, but that's something I can do by myself. So anyway, he had told me the restaurants. I had researched them. They look good. So I was planning to go to Greenville anyway in the very near future. So this just tied all in. So anyway, that's my little zhuzh. So anyway, before I really get started, I want everybody to drop down in the description box, like, share, comment, subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe. And like I said, I love you all's comments. It keeps me going when I don't feel like it, right? The support, I feel the support, I feel the love, right? Also, all of my social medias is in the description box, as well as my Cash App, like I stated. You know, I need support, y'all, because it's just me. It takes me so long to get together, right? You know, most people have a team. It's just me, right? I got to be the IT, the makeup, the clothing, you know, wardrobe, situating. I got to do everything, right? And so it takes me a while, right? So like I said, I'm trying to get me a space where I can just go and it's already set up. That's what I'm trying to do, right? So anyway, I appreciate you guys' support however you give it to me, right? I am so happy and so grateful. You guys just don't know. And I want to shout out my subscribers. And this one subscriber, I don't know why I have not been. It's not that she's any less. No, definitely not that. It's just that I got a lot on my mind. I'm so busy during the day, right? So anyway, my first sub is my girl from my church, from my home, Connie Baldwin. And Connie, you know, she's a singer. She's one of the good singers at my church, right? And she commented on Encore. And so she knows about singing and stuff and what you have to be. And so she explained some things to me. So one of my subs today is Connie. My other one that's Connie Baldwin. I call her Connie. Her name is Constance Baldwin. And my other sub is I'm only going to do 2 because I haven't got them together, y'all. Like I said, but that cold took all my energy. I had no energy. All I had enough energy to do was roll down the steps and go to work, right? If I had to go out the door to work, I wouldn't have made it. And I didn't make it for a couple of days because I couldn't talk. So my other sub is just seen her. So that's Connie. And my other one is Kay Ridgway. Kay Ridgway. So thank you all for paying attention to little old me. Y'all, I got a lot to talk about, right? And I'm gonna probably flood the timeline this weekend, like I said, because I'm trying to do some little short videos. I'm gonna upload some other videos. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff has went on, and as a matter of fact, something just came to my head that I need to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about that in depth one day next week, and that is the sentencing of Chauvin, as well as the sentencing for one of the ladies, one of the Karens, that stormed the Capitol. Okay. So I need to write that to myself because I thought about that and I got a lot to say and I want to take my time and say what I need to say. You know, a lot of times I talk just off my head because that's what it is, right? But this is something I want to really talk about in depth because it's serious. And you know, well, I'll go into that later because I can go deep with that because I'm very, 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 very disappointed, okay? So let me just make a note to myself. All right, y'all. So what I'm going to talk about right now, let me tell y'all something. I told y'all before that reality TV can make or break a relationship. And it will put the spotlight on whatever's wrong. It will magnify it, right? And something you may see, but you really see when it's on TV, right? And one of those things, today I'm talking about Married to Medicine, and I really want to talk about Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott, right? Now, they are a nuclear family. They got 3 kids, they're both doctors, living the dream, right? Living the dream. Now, this is a perfect example of you can have everything you want and still not be happy, right? And every episode this season, I told y'all before, Contessa has cried. If you are married, let me tell y'all something, the point of a man. The point of a man is not just for sex, okay? The point of a man is he's supposed to give you all the comfort that you need. He's supposed to cover you. Cover you. He's the man, right? All that shit Kevin Samuels and the Samuelites talking about, they the man did this, man did that. Man is supposed to cover you, right? There's no way you should get on TV, not even on TV. There's no way if you have a man that's comforting you and doing everything he's supposed to do for you that you're supposed to cry every day. You're not supposed to cry every day. No, ma'am. You can cry because we're women, we're hormonal, we're temperamental, whatever you want to say, right? But she cries every episode. And if that's what we see, what about what we don't see, right? And the problem that I see that I've always saw is he doesn't want to have a conversation. He does not, and when somebody doesn't want to talk to you, that means they don't value what you're saying. And if they don't value what you're saying, they don't value you. Period, right? Now, I've been in relationships with men like this, right? In my opinion, he's still mad because she went to school to better herself, right? When she betters herself, because you are a family, because you all are a team, because you all are a unit, she betters the family, she betters the team, she betters the unit. Why black men can't see that, I don't know. Why they, see, I could really say a lot of things to debunk that bullshit that Kevin Samuels say. He quoted a lot of statistics and all that. You know, I could say 59%, 41%. I could do all that shit too, right? That shit ain't, you know. But anyway, but I'm a woman and I've dealt with black men. Unless you dealt with a black man, you can't give me no expertise on that. You can't. Now, he say he ain't gay, so if you ain't gay, you can't give me no expertise on a black man. No, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because he is still upset that she had the nerve to go and better herself and leave them kids with him. He upset about that. I don't know where men think that raising and rearing the children is only a woman's job. It's two of y'all, took two of y'all to make them. It take two of y'all to take care of them. Period, right? And he's upset. And I don't believe, so how you start in a relationship is how you finish. And I don't believe she's ever really stood up to him and spoke her mind and was able to complete what was on her mind. Because every time I see it, even from last season, when they have a conversation, he'll walk away. That is so dismissive. That shit right there would make me bust you in the back of the head. He walks away. He doesn't want to have the hard conversations. Those conversations ain't even hard. He don't want to answer. He don't want to answer no questions. He don't want to be asked nothing, and he don't want to talk about nothing. You can't be in a relationship like that. And I wonder, and even when she cries, he don't get up and comfort her. He don't tap on it. He don't do nothing. He just sit there and look at her with a strange look. Like, that is not a relationship I would want to be in. I don't care how much money we made, what all we've accomplished. Sometimes you got to let shit go. And I'm gonna just speak on it from a lower monetary scale, right? Because I was in a relationship like that. He had no feelings. He had no feelings, right? And I could cry, I could do whatever. It didn't mean shit to him. It meant nothing. A lot of times it looked like it made his dick hard, right? So, that's not a healthy environment to be in. I don't care how much money you make, because whatever you do and what all that you have, you're not going to be able to enjoy it because you're sad. Your heart is sad. Your heart is sad. You know what I'm saying? And when you are accustomed to something, this is why women stay in relationships, for y'all that don't know. Because you've become accustomed to something, you become used to something, you don't want to ruffle the feathers, especially when you have kids, right? When you have kids, when kids are involved. Now, I didn't have kids involved, but when you have kids involved, you don't want to ruffle the feathers. And I've seen so many women, especially when my kids are younger, that were in horrible relationships and stayed because they had kids. Horrible relationships, right? And a man, this is the part I don't know. I'm only speaking on black men. I'm not bashing, but I'm telling my truth and the truths I've seen, right? It seems like to me, and that's what's going on now with this Kevin Samuel stuff, that men are trying to mentally break black women, right? And demean them like they're nothing. Now, I've been in several relationships, and when I meet someone and they're like that, I cut them loose. I cut them all the way loose, right? Because when I was younger, I didn't know any better. But now that I'm seasoned, when I see that, I cut it loose. We're not even ready to develop no feelings or no needs or no wants or no used tos. I cut it loose, right? Because it's not going to be healthy for you. You know, the way to long life is happiness. That's my opinion. You know, yeah, things can happen. You can get sick and, illnesses come. But for the majority of it, because I've watched people in loving relationships live better lives, right? I have some friends, like I told you, I used to live in Cincinnati in the 90s. I have some friends down there. Now, Cincinnati is like Cleveland as far as crime and all that go. But the difference in Cincinnati and Cleveland is when people get in relationships, they stay in them. And, I went back a few years ago to a reunion. And the couples that are still together, they're still healthy and they're still happy, right? So a happy relationships make for a happy life, makes for a longer lasting life, right? And you can't stay in something just because. You just can't, right? And I think that's what, Contessa was trying to do. Now, to speed ahead, I see on the reunion episode, she announces that she filed for a reunion. Now, the husband comes out on the stage. Now, that was just a preview, right? Because he said, I thought we wasn't going to talk, we wasn't going to do that and this and that. And that demeanor, when I saw that, I said, that's been the problem all the time. He sort of bullies on her. I'm not saying he's abusive. I don't think he's abusive, but he's mentally and verbally abusive, which you might as well bust me in my head because it hurt the same, right? You just don't see the scars. The only difference is you don't see the scars because she's hurt up in there, right? Or you wouldn't cry every day. She has her own business. She's a doctor. She's been in the service. She's an accomplished black woman. Looks good. Body in shape. Pretty. Fucking. Because somebody else, let me tell y'all something. It's somebody right there where they at in Atlanta. This don't ever fail. I don't care what the monetary scale is. It's somebody right there in Atlanta watching him fuck over her and waiting to zoom in. Bet you that. Bet you that. Gonna take her a while to get herself together if they are gonna divorce, if they're not gonna fix it. If whatever happens, happens. I hope it don't, because I don't like to see the breakup of a black family. But I'm telling you, there's somebody watching. There's somebody watching, waiting to zoom right in on her. Somebody watching. She's an accomplished woman. She's a catch. She's a catch, right? Like I said, I can't wait for the reunion. I don't know if it's this Sunday. I think it's this Sunday, I think. Is today Saturday? I don't know what today is. Today's Saturday, right? So it's tomorrow, I think, right? Now, I'll be watching, but I want to say this to anybody, but mostly to women, because we carry our emotions with us. Men can shake things off. They can shake things off. If they get hurt, they probably don't get hurt no more, because they're gonna not be loyal to nobody else, or they're not gonna be serious with anybody else. They're not gonna commit to anybody else. But we are nurturers, we are loving creatures, right? Anytime someone does not treat you the way you think you should be treated, you got to step back, take a look at it, and decide, make a conscious decision if this is what you want. And if that ain't nothing what you want, if it don't make you feel good, look, this is how I feel, especially not today. If it don't make me feel good, I don't want it around me, period. If it don't make me feel good, I don't care who it is or what it is. I don't want it around me. I don't want it around me. I don't want to go into too much details, but I don't want it around me. And my ex that I tell y'all about, he calls me all the time. He does nice things. He sends me money. He does a lot of nice things. But I had to tell him the other day, I always have to tell him, listen, I don't want to talk. He didn't really affect me when we immediately broke up, because I was so, I'm out of that, that's over. I'm going on with my life, and then I was planning on coming down here, right? But now that I'm here and I'm settled, when he calls me, it aggravates me, and I had to tell him, listen, we can't talk. I don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk. Now, that don't mean I'm not still in love with him, but I'm still hurt. The hurt's still there, period. I have to be honest with it. The hurt is still there. And it would take, I imagine, because I'm a pretty strong woman, and I know how to do for myself, it will take the love and the affection of another man to probably erase that. Probably. I'm sure to go away with time, but it's been some time, right? I think that for it to go all the way away, because I was with him for a very long time, over 10 years. And I once read or saw or heard that, when you break up a relationship, it's like a death, right? And as long as you've been with that person, it's going to take half that time to get over them. And I'm almost believe that, right? I wish them well. But like I said, y'all, I didn't even want to talk about anything else, because that concerned me when I saw that. And what they did, and they did a good thing. The ladies on Married to Medicine did a good thing. They said, okay, we're going to have a roundtable discussion with Scott. That's what they did with Simone and Cecil, brought their marriage back together. Because if y'all remember, Simone and Cecil were divorcing, and they got back together on a reunion. Y'all remember that? With the help of their friends. See, friends are important. Friends are so important, right? So the same with Jacquie and Curtis. Their friends, that same circle of people, got them back together, and they worked through their things, right? And now, neither one of them men. I remember one of them ladies came to them. They would sit in the house by themselves, and she said, "Would you do this or do that?" They said, no, going out of here. So, there's certain things that you do and don't do as a spouse. Some things you just can't do, right? And you have to know your boundaries and stay within those boundaries, right? And for Scott, they tried to talk with Scott. Scott got up like he always does and walked away and took her with him, and she left crying. She left crying and apologizing to him. She left apologizing to him. So y'all listen. Like I said, reality TV, I love reality TV. I've been watching it since it came out. Reality TV, in my opinion, took the place of sitcoms. Like, I love sitcoms. Like, I like to laugh. But reality TV, like I said, if your relationship is not good, it's going to put the magnifying glass on it and probably destroy it. It'll probably come to an end if you don't catch it and fix it, right? And like I said, one of the first reality shows I saw to tear up a whole relationship was Whitney and Bobby Brown. Because once people saw, and you could see, and they could see, and then it was exposed. See, let me tell y'all something. once you expose something, it's out there. Once you expose it, you got to deal with it. Once it's exposed, you got to deal with it, y'all. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. I think I want to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because, you know, Erica Jane is being real clever on this. She's being real clever, right? I don't know if that's going to work in her favor or not. But anyway, y'all, don't forget, Jack Squad, YouTube family, to drop down in the description box, like, share, comment, subscribe. All of my social medias is in the description box. My Cash App is there. Everything, right? I enjoy you all's comments, y'all. I'm excited about what I'm gonna try to do. Now I'm gonna try to do this, y'all. If it don't work out, it's just me. I'm gonna keep trying till I get it right, right? Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Make it happen for yourself. Make it happen for yourself. Okay? Child, let me tell y'all something. I went to got a mammogram when I first got here, right? And it was supposed to be covered by my insurance. Well, they sent me a big, almost $1,000 bill, right, for the mammogram. So they call me, now it's in collections. They call me every day. Now, they just called me just now. It's Saturday, y'all, relax. I ain't talked to y'all this time, I'm not. You know, I've got to get the papers over there to the insurance company. But anyway, y'all, that was a sidebar. Because they calling me like, today's Saturday, leave me alone. But anyway, y'all, my sub is Connie, my girl Constance Baldwin. We call her Connie. She's the songstress at Everlasting Baptist Church in Cleveland, Ohio. That's my girl. And she always gives me good comments. And my other sub is K Ridgeway, y'all. So anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm going to be uploading all weekend. Because I ain't been doing that all week because I didn't have a voice. Everybody, still be safe, okay? Enjoy your weekend, and bye-bye. Y'all, I don't know why for the life